Hello, back again today. And I want to talk about what is important about branding you, your business. Is that something that you think about? What is your brand now? Do you have a brand? Do people know you for certain things? Are you a person that, your brand speaks to people and actually attracts people to you and just kind of lets people know what you're out there for, who it is that you're trying to help. I'm sorry, I got my I'm trying to turn off my do my do not disturb because I didn't do it earlier. Had a lot going on this morning. And but anyway, so when you think of branding yourself, what do you think of? When I first, and please, you can be interactive with me and drop comments in the chat. Your questions, your opinions are welcome here. And I would like to be able to have a conversation about this. I think it's an important thing, especially when you are building your own business. And you may be building a business, you might be an affiliate marketer, you might be a digital marketer, you might be, in this niche or that niche, but you want to be known for who you are. And that is actually what is going to attract people to you because of who you are and a lot of other aspects. So I have today four key aspects that I want you to just consider. I want you to consider these things when you're thinking about branding. When you look at Pepsi, when you look at Coca-Cola, there are just so many different brands out there. Nike, I mean, I could go on, but there's no need. When you look at those things or you see that name, it means something to you. And and that's what they've worked hard for. All of these people that have the really big brands, they've worked hard to build into that brand name that they chose to be have meaning, to be what it is, to speak to people, and just all they got to do is look at it and they know honesty, they know integrity, they know this is going to work or this is not going to work, or I don't like that brand, or I do love this brand and I really like this, that kind of thing. So before we get any deeper into talking about branding and talking about the four key aspects that I want you to consider, I'm going to introduce myself. For those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to come online and to be able to get rid of the things that may be pain points for them, like it was for me, chasing family and friends, doing things that I just didn't feel comfortable about, and home parties and what have you, and especially when my kids were young, having to leave them to go to another place where nobody showed up but the people that were actually involved in the company. So there are those types of things that I just had to find a better way, a different way, and I did. And that is why I'm online now. I learned to what attraction marketing really means, and I'm don't want to go off on another tangent about that. We'll talk about some more about traction marketing another day. But that is what led me here, because the chasing of people, strangers, mall sharking, all of those things were just not something that I would rather build relationships, make connections, and build relationships with people because I want my business to have longevity. And branding is just another part of that longevity. I want to build into my brand who I am and what I stand for and what I don't stand for. And those are some of the things that I have listed down here. And like I said, feel free to, if you're here with me live, to drop in a comment, question, your opinion, as well as if you're catching us on the replay, you can drop in your comment, question, your opinion, whatever that is, and I will still answer you and we'll go from there. So when we're thinking about, excuse me, I'm drink a little water. Stressful morning. I guess it's right out my throat. Anyway, but so when we're talking about branding ourselves, branding our businesses, one of the things that we want to do is in branding ourselves is show people who we are and what that means. What do you want to be known for? And that's that. I mean, when you are looking at branding yourself, I mean, do you want to be known for honesty and integrity? Do you want to be known for a product that does what it says? A service that truly does what it says? Or, maybe not so much taking that so serious and saying, well, it's okay. I don't have to really push to make sure that people know that I'm this or I'm that. But it's really important because people buy things, people are attracted to, people want to be around those people that there's something in it for them. They want to be around people that they feel that they can be okay with, that they can build know, like, and trust with. People are not just making purchases or joining clubs or businesses or whatever just because it's a club. They're joining it usually because of someone or something that has impressed them and that resonates with them and is relatable to them. If it's not, then they don't really, they'll bypass it. It's just like, the scroll, online. For those of you that are online now and you notice that, when you think about how you scroll through, think about how other people might be scrolling through. Your brand, your logo, your things that you have done to make that brand, what it is, and it's resonating with those people that you want to help, then that will stop their scroll. That may break their scroll. They may stop that and say, oh yeah, I heard about this. I really want to check this out. It's usually they're going to do that because of the person. People don't, buy just because they want to buy things. People buy things that they feel after they have dealt with a brand or person who is the brand that that this is really going to work for them. They trust in that because they have maybe been around for a while and they've been watching, they've been listening, they've been learning, and they've been figuring out that, yeah, this really, this is something that I really want to try. I've been watching her for a while, so on and so on. So what do you want to be known for? That's really it's important. It's one of the major aspects that's important to me, and letting them know who I am. And then I also have here and I've got more than I thought I had 4. I got 5. Anyway, um, when you are building your brand, you want people to know who you are as a person. So, and when I talk about knowing who you are as a person, I mean, if you have family that support you, that you want to, show, yeah, I have a family. I'm married. We have one child. I'm not married. I'm a single parent. I have, 2 kids, or I have 4 kids, whatever. Show them who you are online. You want to be able to have pictures of who you are, pictures of what you do, things that you like, things that you don't like. Every now and then I'll put a question on my personal profile about certain things, just because I want to understand and know what people are like and what they like, and see if they resonate with me. And the same way, them seeing if because I put the question out there, if I resonate with them, if that question was a good question for them, if it made them think, if it helped them in any way, if it caused them to see me as who I really am. So you want to make sure to show who you are as a person. You know, this is about social media. That's what we're on. And to be social is a big part of social media. And showing who you are and being like, I've had my personal profile and open, before I developed a business page, I had it open to the public. And then I did the same thing when I did my business page, which is where this is going to be shown. I opened it up. I wanted people to know who I was, what I liked, the type of person that I am. It's important for me to show that, because if I'm not honest about and upfront and, showing my uniqueness, showing who I am, then, how will people know if they want to follow me or not? So that's really important for me, and I hopefully important for you. And then what do you do? What does your brand do? Uh, who do you help? What do you help? What is your niche? Mine is business builders and entrepreneurs, and helping them to come online and not have to do the things that they did that they didn't like, and to find success, because I didn't have any before I came online. But once I came online and learned and grew and continue to learn and grow, then I'm able to do the things that or like I come on, I do lives, I do posts, I do stories, I do ads. I can come on and show people who I am and what I can do to help them from their pain points, because I've been through those pain points. So it's so important when you show what it is you do to help others, and who is that specific, because it can't be everybody. Everybody is not, and anybody is not for you. There are certain people out there. It's been called a tribe. There's certain people out there that are looking for you. And if you don't show up and show who you are and who you help, how you help, then, they'll just be out there still looking. They'll find someone else. If you don't show up and show what it is that you do and how you can help them with those pain point struggles and whatever they're dealing with. Okay, and then I have, what do you stand for? And as I mentioned earlier, integrity. My word is my bond. Whatever I say that I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. If I cannot, I will call and say, or you not call and say, I'll go online and say, I'm not going to be able to go live because of such and such. Like this weekend, I have a 3-day conference coming up. Friday morning, I'm probably either going to have to go really early or really late to do my live, but I will do my live because I want to still continue to give the information that I feel is important to help those people out there, those entrepreneurs and business builders that want to be able to come online and be successful and to be able to, find out how to do certain things and make it so that as they're doing these things that they're doing is things that they like to do, things that they like as far as being online and using social media to help them to build and grow their business and their following, their audience. I mean, it's important. So knowing what you stand for is something that your brand does for you as well. And then the last thing I have is knowing what you don't stand for. Like there are people that may not want to come and listen to me because I have a belief in God, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And that doesn't make me perfect. That doesn't make me almighty. It doesn't. I'm just still me. But it's just a belief that I have. That is my guiding light. That is what how I keep myself centered. And some people may not like that. They may not resonate with that. But then there are so many others that may. And if I try to hide it and then all of a sudden I let the word God slip, or thank you, Jesus slip, then, it's like, oh, never heard her say that before. She must have been hiding that. Well, that's why I want to be upfront. And I want you to know what I stand for and what I do not stand for. I do not stand for bullies. I do not stand for, people mistreating other people. I do not stand for dishonesty. I do not like people that are mean to other people. I just there are things that I do not like and I don't stand for. So basically, I don't know that I really need to go over these again, but I'll do it really quick. So who you are is important. Who and how you help is important. What you stand for is important, and what you don't stand for as well. And overall, what do you want to be known for? So those are the things we talked about today. I don't see any comments or questions or anything like that in the chat. So I'm hoping that this information was valuable for you, that it gives you something to think about, that you will consider these things that I've talked about today, these key aspects to consider when you're thinking about building your brand. Because, and let me just say this real quick, you want to brand you and not your company. If your company, goes by the wayside and you branded your company, then you're starting over from scratch. Why go there when you can start building you, Inc., your business, your brand? So basically, that is all I have for today. Again, I hope that it was valuable. I hope that it was helpful for you. And so I'm just going to do some housekeeping things really quick. Remember to keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember, we're still in the middle of the stuff we've been walking through, so follow the CDC guidelines as best you can and keep you, your family, your friends, and your others safe. Remember, there are people out there that are isolated, so a phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom would be nice. And remember, for those of you who do pray, please continue to lift us and our world as we continue to walk through this stuff, and know that we're all in this together and that we will make it to the other side and we will be the stronger for it. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, Always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will talk to you again tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we'll go from there. So I have another topic for you. Let me get this up here so I can end the broadcast. So take care and talk soon. Bye now.